What if there were cities we don't have an idea of? What if they were more prosperous, advanced, civilized, and intellectual, with rich culture and traditions? Until now, archaeologists never believed that some human civilizations were more enriched than the present humans. But now, after the discovery of some of the spectacular lost cities, tables have been turned. So, what are those cities, and what do they tell about the people who lived in them? Welcome to the Ancient Talks, a channel where we explain and try to make sense of some of the most bizarre and mysterious objects and phenomena scientists and archaeologists cannot explain about. We bring out some unexplained mysteries to discover whether they are myths or realities. This journey will confront us with ancient objects and artifacts that mark a different history and truths than we know. In this video, we will tell you about the 10 prosperous ancient lost cities that have been found now. Let's get started. Number 10. La Ciudad Perdida, Colombia. La Ciudad Perdida is known as the fabled lost city of Colombia. Around 1300 years ago, the Tairona, an ancient tribe dwelling in South America, constructed an extraordinary marvel amidst the majestic Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta mountains. These resourceful people crafted wooden structures that soared above the rugged terrain, blending harmoniously with the sturdy foundation of stone. Legend whispers that their divine deity guided their hands, urging them to dwell in proximity to the heavens, amidst the celestial realm of stars. For countless centuries, La Ciudad Perdida thrived, witnessing the ebb and flow of life within its ancient walls. However, tragedy struck when the Spanish conquistadors arrived, bringing with them an onslaught of diseases that ravaged the region. As the last remnants of its inhabitants succumbed to the ruthless onslaught, the city fell silent, abandoned, and desolate for hundreds of years. It wasn't until the 1970s, when a motley crew of bandits traversing the depths of the dense jungle stumbled upon this hidden treasure. Their eyes beheld a sight of wonder, a forgotten city, embraced by nature's embrace, reclaimed by the lush foliage that had enveloped it over the ages. The air was thick with an aura of mystique as they explored the ancient ruins, their eyes glimmering with awe at the glittering treasures that adorned its sacred spaces. Gold jewelry gleamed in the dappled sunlight, while jade artifacts whispered tales of a bygone era. With a mixture of greed and curiosity, these opportunistic individuals clandestinely pocketed their newfound treasures, venturing into the shadowy realm of the black market. Yet little did they know that their actions would soon draw the attention of vigilant archaeologists, captivated by the whispers of this hidden jewel. The government swiftly intervened, recognizing the immense cultural and historical significance of what was known merely as the Lost City. Thus began a concerted effort to protect and preserve the ancient marvel concealed for nearly 5 centuries within the depths of the untamed jungle. The mysterious La Ciudad Perdida, its secrets unraveling with every painstaking step, now stood under the watchful gaze of the government and passionate guardians of history. After countless years of dwelling in obscurity, the lost city emerged from its verdant sanctuary, offering a glimpse into a forgotten past that now pulsates with newfound vitality. Number 9. Dwarka, India. Dwarka is considered the most sacred city of all in Hinduism. Dwarka was the home of Krishna, a revered deity who lived 5,000 years ago and continues to be worshipped today in India. According to legends, Dwarka was an incredibly wealthy city. It was said to have been constructed by a divine architect, using materials like crystal, coral, gold, silver, sapphires, pearls, and emeralds. The city boasted an astonishing number of palaces, with over 900,000. It is believed that Krishna himself requested the construction of 16,000 palaces, one for each of his 16,000 queens. Sadly, the city met its demise in a battle, presumably with the forces of nature. Its buildings and walls were overcome by the power of the sea. Although the description of Dwarka may sound like a fantastical tale, underwater ruins discovered in 1983 revealed the existence of a major ancient seaport that matched the topography described in Dwarka's legends. These ruins were found between the existing land and nearby islands. Researchers discovered evidence supporting the existence of a city dating back 9,000 years. Some parts of Dwarka may have even been constructed 32,000 years ago, making it one of the oldest known cities on Earth. During its peak, Dwarka was one of the wealthiest seaports in the world. However, sometime in the 2nd millennium BC, it succumbed to the sea, just as the legends had described. Today, Dwarka remains shrouded in mystery, as excavation efforts are rarely discussed by those living in the area. Number 8. Xanadu, China, the Palace of Kublai Khan. In 1278, the renowned explorer Marco Polo returned from his travels to China, particularly Inner Mongolia, bearing extraordinary accounts of the vast empire ruled by Kublai Khan. However, the most awe-inspiring tale was that of Xanadu, pronounced as Xiandu, the grand abode of the mighty Khan. According to Marco Polo, Xanadu was a palace adorned with exquisite marble, enveloped by a sprawling park spanning an astonishing 26 kilometers in width. This lush sanctuary was adorned with enchanting fountains and meandering rivers, and even housed a diverse array of wild animals. Legends whispered that within this paradise, the Khan maintained a majestic golden palace where 10,000 pure white horses roamed, guarded by mythical dragons. Regrettably, the Ming army razed the palace to ruins in 1369, long before other European explorers had the opportunity to witness its splendor. As time passed, Xanadu transformed into a realm of myth, existing only within the verses of poets and the depths of imagination. However, in 1872, the remarkable palace of Kublai Khan was discovered by a British diplomat. Astonishingly, remnants of marble and tiles still remained, though they have since been stripped away. Marco Polo's descriptions were not exaggerated, as the Great Khan's dwelling was twice the size of the White House. The palace stood encompassed by an expansive park that had seemingly once housed a remarkable menagerie of animals from all corners of the world, aligning with the legends of old. Before we continue further, tell us, are you enjoying the video? If yes, please give it a like and subscribe to the Ancient Talks for more videos on mysterious ancient subjects. Let's continue now. Number 7. Great Zimbabwe, the medieval castle of Africa. During the early 16th century, Portuguese explorers brought forth tales of a legendary castle nestled within the African jungles. The locals referred to it as Zimbabwe, and intriguingly, even they were unaware of its origins. These accounts described a stone fortress that majestically loomed above the surrounding trees, situated in what is now known as Zimbabwe. The location of this castle appeared so improbable that one European explorer mused, questioning whether it could truly be the creation of human hands. For many centuries, Europeans regarded Zimbabwe as nothing more than a fanciful tale. However, in approximately 1876, German explorers stumbled upon this enigmatic structure, a colossal stone castle with walls towering over 11 meters in height. Constructed around 900 AD by an African civilization that had faded into the annals of time, Zimbabwe unveiled a remarkable connection to the outside world. Inside the fortress, the German explorers unearthed a plethora of artifacts and relics from diverse corners of the globe. Arab coins, Persian pottery, and even remnants from the Chinese Ming dynasty spoke to the astonishing reach of this forgotten civilization. Number 6. Sigiriya, Sri Lanka, the 8th wonder of the world. During the 5th century AD, King Kasyapa embarked on an ambitious project, constructing his majestic rock fortress atop a colossal boulder that towered a staggering 200 meters, equivalent to 65 feet, amidst the lush embrace of the dense jungle. To this day, Kasyapa's creation stands as the most awe-inspiring testament to architectural brilliance in the annals of Sri Lankan history. The remarkable feat encompassed a regal citadel, expansive gardens, a captivating stone theatre, mesmerizing fountains, and breathtaking artistic frescoes. Access to this grandeur entailed ascending a grand staircase, ingeniously crafted to pass through a massive lion sculpture hewn into the very rock itself. For a time, Sigiriya served as an outpost, and later it transformed into a revered Buddhist monastery. However, mysteriously, the once resplendent palace fell into abandonment, lying dormant for nearly 5 centuries. Then, in 1890, European archaeologists ventured forth to verify the legends surrounding Sigiriya. Their findings confirmed the existence of the iconic stone lion encircling the staircase, beckoning visitors to ascend through its formidable mouth. Within the fortress, even after the passage of centuries, These explorers marveled at the architectural masterpiece, aptly dubbing it the Sky Palace. Recognizing its profound cultural and historical significance, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, bestowed upon Sigiriya the esteemed distinction of being the 8th wonder of the world in 2001. Number 5. Leptis Magna, the Roman city buried in sand. Leptis Magna was once a magnificent Roman city nestled along the coast, serving as a bustling trading port in the land of Libya. Its glory days came to an end when it succumbed to the hands of Vandals in the year 439 AD. Subsequently, the city met a peculiar fate as it became engulfed by relentless sandstorms. Leptis Magna held great significance during the reign of the Roman Emperor Septimius Severus, who extended its boundaries, elevating it to a position of utmost importance within the empire. However, the fall of Rome also spelled doom for Leptis Magna. It suffered the ravages of pillaging at the hands of Arab invaders, and its once grandeur was reduced to ruins, fading into obscurity as the desert sands claimed its ancient remnants. For an astonishing span of 1,200 years, Leptis Magna remained buried, concealed beneath the shifting sands of time. Then, in the 19th century, a group of archaeologists stumbled upon this hidden gem. An astonishing sight awaited them. Leptis Magna lay remarkably preserved, emerging from the depths of history. Their excavation efforts not only unveiled fragments of pottery and tools, but unveiled the entirety of the once thriving city. To their delight, they discovered that Leptis Magna still boasted remarkable structures, such as an amphitheatre, baths, a basilica, and a dedicated space for the circus. These architectural marvels had been remarkably preserved by the protective embrace of the sand, presenting an astonishing resemblance to their former glory when the city thrived with life. Number 4. Vinland, the Viking land of plenty. About 1,000 years ago, Europe was emerging from what historians refer to as the Dark Ages. During this time, a Danish king and intrepid explorer named Sven Estridsson regaled his listeners with tales of a bountiful and verdant land lying far across the vast Atlantic. He christened this land Vinland, inspired by the abundant vines that purportedly flourished of their own accord. In the year 1073, a German cleric by the name of Adam of Bremen diligently transcribed the accounts shared by the Danish king. He added intriguing details, recounting that the king's valiant men, the Danish Vikings, had engaged in fierce encounters with the indigenous inhabitants of Vinland, whom they referred to as the Skrællinger. According to their tales, the Skrællinger donned white garments and made their dwellings in caves and hollows. When they launched their assaults, they wielded long poles and charged forth, unleashing resounding war cries. However, owing to the lack of clarity regarding Vinland's precise location, the existence of this land was dismissed as a myth for many centuries. It was not until the 1960s that the truth finally came to light. Archaeologists stumbled upon the remnants of an 11th century Viking settlement at Lansing Meadows in Newfoundland, Canada. Number 3. La Ciudad Blanca, the White City. In the vast expanse of the Honduran virgin rainforest, a quest for lost riches unfolded during the turn of the 15th century. Hernán Cortés, the renowned Spanish conquistador, ventured into this uncharted territory, driven by the allure of fabled villages brimming with untold wealth. However, his endeavors were met with disappointment, as the elusive treasures eluded his grasp amidst the dense jungle. Centuries later, a new chapter in this enigmatic saga unfolded when Charles Lindbergh soared through the skies above the region. From the heights of his aerial perspective, he claimed to have glimpsed the ethereal sight of white stone walls, hinting at the presence of a hidden city shrouded within the verdant embrace of the rainforest. The allure of this unseen marvel lingered in the depths of the collective imagination. It was not until the advent of groundbreaking aerial technology in 2012 that the tides began to turn. Through the marvels of light detection and ranging LiDAR, the dense jungle unveiled its hidden secrets, revealing the intricate shape of ruins extending across a sprawling square mile. Emboldened by this newfound knowledge, Douglas Preston, an intrepid explorer, led an expedition into this uncharted realm. As he ventured deeper, the mysteries unraveled before his very eyes. Within the ancient mounds, shrouded in ethereal mist, Douglas Preston encountered a sight that resonated deeply within his being. A carved jaguar head emerged from the earth, its gleaming countenance seemingly straining to break free from the clutches of time. This evocative image forged an immediate and profound emotional connection, transcending the centuries and bridging the gap between the vanished civilization and the present observer. The invisible dead whispered their silent presence amidst the mist, lending an air of grandeur and mystique to the exploration. Number 2. Heraklion, the drowned Egyptian city. This fabled city made appearances in countless Greek myths, from the momentous footsteps of Hercules on African soil to the clandestine refuge of Paris of Troy and the stolen beauty Helen before the epic Trojan War. Yet, like the enigmatic realm of myths, the existence and location of Heraklion remained shrouded in uncertainty. Little did we know, there was a compelling reason behind the elusive nature of this city. It lay beneath the depths of the sea. Approximately 2,200 years ago, Heraklion fell victim to a cataclysmic earthquake or tsunami, submerging it beneath the waters of the Egyptian coastline. For centuries, it remained concealed, its secrets hidden beneath the ocean's embrace along the enigmatic north coast of Egypt. In the year 2001, an archaeologist, while searching for French warships sunk beneath the waves, chanced upon a sight that defied expectations. A sunken city emerged before their eyes. As divers resurfaced with a peculiar rock retrieved from the ruins, it dawned upon them that they had stumbled upon remnants of an ancient Greek statue. With great anticipation, archaeologists embarked on a meticulous excavation, unearthing layers of sand to reveal a remarkably well-preserved city, still adorned with numerous treasures. The grandeur of Heraklion unfolded before their eyes. An awe-inspiring main temple, colossal statues paying homage to pharaohs, an array of smaller divine figures, an enigmatic sphinx, an armada of 64 ancient ships, and an astounding collection of 700 anchors. Stone blocks inscribed with both Greek and ancient Egyptian writings, dozens of sarcophagi, golden coins, and magnificent artifacts crafted from bronze and stone further testified to the city's opulence. In a remarkable discovery, divers even unearthed substantial slabs bearing hieroglyphics, cautioning visitors about the intricacies of Egyptian tax laws. Number 1. Helike, Greece, the real-life Atlantis. Once upon a time, there was a famous city called Helike in Greece. The great poet Homer mentioned it in his stories. Helike was believed to have two things in common with the legendary Atlantis. First, it had a highly advanced and prosperous culture. Second, it met a tragic fate. Helike was a significant place because it was located near the coast. It played a vital role in the economy, culture, and politics of the region. It even had leaders from 12 nearby cities who worked together in a diplomatic government. One night during the winter of 373 BC, something extraordinary happened. The entire city of Helike mysteriously vanished. Some signs indicated the city's impending doom, such as massive columns of flames and the migration of small animals from the coast to the mountains before the disaster struck. It is likely that a powerful earthquake followed by a massive tsunami from the Gulf of Corinth wiped out Helike completely. In 1988, two archaeologists made an incredible discovery. They had been searching the coastal waters for over 10 years and finally realized that the city was buried right under the land they were standing on. The catastrophe that caused Helike's destruction was not a deliberate act of the god Poseidon, although ancient Greeks might have thought so. The earthquake led to soil liquefaction, which created deep holes in the ground, eventually forming a lagoon. Over time, the area was filled with sediment from rivers, explaining how it resurfaced above sea level once again. What do you think? How people living in these cities would have been? Did they have a rich culture, traditions, festivals, way of life, and view about life? Let us know your opinions on the given facts that these cities were annihilated outrightly. Do you believe that was the reason why these cities and civilizations went extinct? Would you like to watch more videos like this one? If yes, subscribe to the Ancient Talks and press the bell icon next to it. We bring videos that educate you on some of the enigmatic and unbelievable ancient objects and phenomena. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, stay tuned.